Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. I hope you all are fine and staying safe and happy at your homes. I am your GK teacher, Ms. Farheen, and I welcome you all to your GK class. My dear students, as you know that we are on unit number 10, Habitat, and today is its 4th lesson. My dear students, quickly open your GK books and open unit number 10. So my dear students, first of all, we will recap what we did in the previous lesson. So you have to answer a few questions. So quickly answer. How many types of habitats exist? 4. Very good. List environmental features of polar region habitat. अब quickly think polar region कैसा होता है और अब मुझे वहाँ पर बताएं कि वहाँ पर environmental factors जो होते हैं या environmental features जो हैं वो polar region के कैसे होते हैं. Extremely cold, ice, no plantation, no vegetation, so frozen water, temperature very low. So these are the environmental features of polar region. Name 2 animals and 2 plants in polar region habitats. अच्छा, अब आपको polar region habitat. So my dear students, quickly think about 2 animals and 2 plants which inhabit polar region. First talk about the animals. Number 1, polar bear, very good. Number 2, penguins, very good. Now let's talk about the plants. Arctic heather and sulfur buttercup are the 2 plants which are prominent in polar region. Now let's move forward towards what is desert? Describe in 3 words. Desert क्या होता है? And describe it in 3 words. Desert is a hot, dry, and there is no water and very less vegetation in deserts. Now tell me, now name some of the animals and plants inhabiting the desert. अब desert में कौन से animals और कौन से plants रहते हैं? Let's name them. First talk about the animals. Camel, yes, very good. Rats, kangaroos, snakes, lizards. Now let's talk about the plants. Aloe vera, cactus, acacia, these are the prominent plants in desert. There is very less vegetation in desert. Okay, my dear students, now is the time for an activity. So, my dear students, on your screen, you can see 4 different habitats. Can you see them? Number 1 is a forest, then there is water habitat, then there is desert and polar region. Now you can see 4 different animals in these habitats. Quickly tell me, are they in the right place? Are they in the right habitat? Can fish live in this forest? No, it cannot. Tell me, can elephant live underwater? Not at all. And can polar bear live in the desert? That is not possible. And can this camel live in extremely cold in polar region? No way. This is wrong. They are in wrong habitats. They cannot survive there. ठीक है? So, what we will do is, now let's put them in their correct habitats. Now, are they in their correct habitats? Yes. Very nice, because elephants live in forest, fish lives underwater, camel lives in desert, and polar bear lives in polar region habitat. So, animals need their own environment, their own habitat to live and survive, to grow and to reproduce. अगर आप उनको wrong habitat में डालेंगे, they cannot live, they cannot survive over there. So, एक habitat जो है वो उनका ऐसा घर होता है जहाँ वो comfortably live कर सकते हैं. So my dear students, now is the time for your student learning outcome for today, which is given on page number 81. Describe the different habitats for living things. Polar region and desert are already done. Today we will do forest and aquatic habitat. Name plants and animals that live in each of the different habitats. Now, my dear students, today we will talk about 2 different habitats, forest and aquatic habitat. और वहाँ पे कौन कौन से animals और plants inhabit करते हैं, we will also learn about that. So my dear students, let's quickly look at the Islamic perspective. Allah is the one who made the earth a habitat for you and the sky as a structure, and He designed you and has perfected your design. So my dear students, Allah Ta'ala ने earth को हमारा habitat बनाया है, हमारे रहने की जगह, हमारा घर बनाया है, और अल्लाह ताला ने हमारे ऊपर आसमान बनाया है, और अल्लाह ताला ने ही हर चीज़ को डिज़ाइन किया है. मुझे, आपको, तमाम जानवरों को, एनिमल्स को, नॉन लिविंग थिंग्स को अल्लाह ताला ने ही डिज़ाइन किया है. और अल्लाह ताला जो है, बेशक जो है अल्लाह ताला सबसे बेहतर जो है वो तख्लीक करने वाले हैं हमारे. So my dear students, now we will move forward towards some pre-reading questions. You have to answer them. You can pause the video after each question and you can answer it. Name some wild animals. Yes, giraffe, lion, kangaroo, zebra. These are some wild animals. Where do they live? In a jungle or in a forest? Very good. Now, my dear students, quickly tell me, where do fish live? Underwater. Very good. Can they live without water or on land? क्या fish जो है वो पानी के बगैर रह सकती हैं या ज़मीन पे रह सकती हैं बगैर पानी के? No way. They cannot live outside the water. Very good. So, my dear students, now pause the video and quickly open page number 85 in your books. I hope everybody has opened page number 85. Today we will talk about forest habitat. So forest habitat बहुत ही interesting सा है ये, क्योंकि यहाँ पे तमाम wild animals रहते हैं. You have to put your fingers where I will read and you have to concentrate because you will also see all the pictures of different animals that we will read about. Okay? So my dear students, forest habitat. Forests are large collections of trees, herbs, shrubs in one place. They help to make rain and produce oxygen. Moreover, they provide food and natural shelter to animals. So my dear students, forest एक ऐसी जगह है जहाँ पर trees होते हैं, herbs होती हैं, shrubs होती हैं, और यहाँ पे बहुत ज़्यादा plantation होती है. इसके अलावा ये जो trees हैं, ये बारिश का जरिया बनते हैं और ऑक्सीजन पैदा करने में हेल्प करते हैं, जिस पे हम सब एनिमल्स और लिविंग थिंग्स, एनिमल्स और ह्यूमन बींग्स जिंदा हैं. इसके अलावा ये फूड भी प्रोवाइड करते हैं और ये बहुत सारे एनिमल्स का घर भी हैं. नाउ लाइफ इन फॉरेस्ट. A wide variety of animals and plants inhabit the forests. Many species of flowering and non-flowering plants can be found in forests. So forest में आपको flowering plants भी मिलते हैं जिन पे फूल लगते हैं, और ऐसे trees और plants भी मिलते हैं जिनके ऊपर flowers grow नहीं करते. Animals like invertebrates including bees, beetles, bugs, butterflies and others live in the forest. ठीक है, आपको नजर भी आ रही हैं स्क्रीन पे bees, beetles and butterflies. These are all invertebrates और ये आपको forest में नजर आते हैं. A variety of vertebrates such as bears. You can see a bear on your screen. आपकी बुक पे भी बना हुआ है. Lizards, frogs, tortoise, monkeys, etc. are found in forest. So my dear students, आपको बहुत सारे invertebrates यानी कि जिनमें bones नहीं होती वो animals मिलते हैं, और बहुत सारे ऐसे animals भी मिलते हैं जो कि बड़े भी हैं, wild भी हैं, और जिनके अंदर bones होती हैं like bears, lizards, monkeys, lions और tortoise. These all animals live in a forest. So my dear students, again on page number 85, now we will talk about aquatic habitat. Quickly put your fingers where I will read. Water bodies provide a home to living organisms in terms of shelter and food. These are two types. There are two types: seawater habitat and freshwater habitat. सो माय डियर स्टूडेंट्स, आपके एक्वेटिक हैबिटेट जो है वो दो तरह का होता है. फ्रेश वाटर which is less salty like rivers, ponds and streams, and there is sea habitat. Then there is seawater habitat which is salty like oceans and seas. वहाँ पर पानी में नमक ज़्यादा होता है तो उसको हम sea water कहते हैं, और fresh water होता है river, ponds and streams. So my dear students, now move towards page number 86. We will study about sea habitat. Seas are larger water bodies having a greater, let me zoom it in for you. Seas are larger water bodies having a greater amount of salts. Animals of sea habitat are whales, sharks, turtles, octopus, jellyfish, and corals. So my dear students, these are all the inhabitants of sea habitat. Plants growing in this habitat are seagrass, kelps, and small trees, mangroves. So these are some plants that you can find in sea habitat like seagrass, kelps, and mangroves. These are trees with their roots are inside the water and the tree is outside. So my dear students, now we will move forward towards river habitat. Put your fingers where I will read. Rivers are called freshwater habitats. These are smaller than seas and have lesser amount of salts in them. So as I told you, rivers जो है वो छोटे होते हैं और fresh water जो होता है, और उनके अंदर salt की amount जो है वो भी कम होती है, यानी कि कम नमकीन होता है पानी. So the plants in river habitat are watercress, as you can see it, water straward. These are two types of plants which grow in river habitat. Many species of fish use the river as habitat, including salmon. This is salmon, lamprey. This is lamprey. And trout. This is trout fish. It has small spots on it. So my dear students, these are the inhabitants of river habitat. Now, each habitat is characterized by special features. Many factors such as temperature and land features make a habitat special. So my dear students, कोई भी habitat, whether it is polar habitat, desert habitat, aquatic habitat और forest habitat, वो कैसे difference उनके अंदर होता है, वो कैसे special होते हैं, क्योंकि वहाँ पे temperature different होता है, इसी वजह से vegetation different type की होती है, atmosphere different तरह का होता है. That's how habitats varies from each other. Okay? So my dear students, now we will move forward towards an independent activity. So here it is on your screen, independent activity number 4. Read the map. Punjab is blessed with 5 rivers. Locate them on the map. Search for at least 10 animals and 15 plants found in these rivers. So my dear students, अब आपको क्या करना है कि पंजाब जो है यहाँ पर 5 दरिया जो हैं वो बहते हैं, इसी वजह से इसको पंज आब, यानी कि पंज मतलब 5 एंड आब मतलब पानी. पंज आब इसको इसलिए कहा जाता है क्योंकि यहाँ से 5 दरिया गुजरते हैं. And you can see the map on your screen. This is the Pakistani map, and the blue color shows the rivers which are flowing throughout the map. You can see it on your screen. So my dear students, here you can see different rivers. The Indus starts at the top. वहाँ से Indus river start हो रहा है. Then Indus starts from the northern area. ठीक है. Then inside Punjab, this is Punjab. ये पंजाब की border line है प्रोविंस की. तो आपको यहाँ पे झेलम नजर आ रहा है. देन देयर इज चनाब, रावी, एंड ये इंडस जो है ये पंजाब से होता हुआ गुजरता है. ठीक है, तो इंडस जो है यहाँ से शुरू होकर पंजाब में भी गुजर रहा है, और सारे जो रिवर्स हैं वो कलेक्टिवली दे फॉल इनटू इंडस रिवर. तो सबसे बड़ा रिवर जो है वो इंडस रिवर है. सो माय डियर स्टूडेंट्स, पाकिस्तान इज अ लैंड ऑफ डिफरेंट रिवर्स. तो यहाँ पे डिफरेंट प्लांट्स और डिफरेंट एनिमल्स जो हैं वो इस पानी में रहते हैं. यू हैव टू सर्च फॉर दोज एनिमल्स एंड प्लांट्स और फिर आपको उनकी पिक्चर्स जो है अपने स्क्रैप बुक में लगानी है. बट दैट इज फॉर योर होमवर्क. मैं आपको आगे जाके आई विल रिमाइंड यू फॉर दैट. सो माय डियर स्टूडेंट्स, सतलुज इज द फिफ्थ रिवर. It is also, it flows in the Punjab. Okay, my dear students, now is the time for the practice. For practice, you have to go towards page number 85 and here is a supervised activity. Changa manga is Asian largest man-made forest. ठीक है, ये लोगों ने खुद बनाया है इस फॉरेस्ट को. यहाँ पे खुद प्लांटेशन करके एक फॉरेस्ट ग्रो किया है. Arrange a trip to Changa manga. Find out at least 10 plants and 10 animals. Click their pictures to paste them in scrapbook along with their names. So my dear students, Changa manga जो है वो एशिया का सबसे बड़ा man-made forest है. Man-made forest, okay? यहाँ पर different animals और plants जो है वो grow करते हैं. वैसे तो I request the school authorities who are watching me कि अपने बच्चों को definitely take them to Changa manga because they will enjoy and learn different things from their visit. But I have arranged a pictorial tour for you. Changa manga also has a wildlife reserve that covers an area of 40 acres. ठीक है, 40 acres का area है Changa manga का. ये इतना बड़ा है. This is a picture of Changa manga. ठीक है, Changa manga man-made forest. And here on your screen you can see यहाँ पर एक झील भी है which is called मेहताबी झील. This is मेहताबी झील और उसके ऊपर ये ब्रिज भी बनाया गया है. ठीक है, तो ये बहुत ही खूबसूरत जगह है. And now on your screen you can see different animals that you can find in Changa manga. यहाँ पे golden wolf है, इसके अलावा peacocks हैं, deers हैं, then this is a goat. And there are different types of goats that you can find in Changa manga, variety of goats. Then there are different types of plants like white berries, shisham, kikar and eucalyptus. So these are different types of trees, big trees that you can find in Changa manga. So I have shown you the picture of different animals. Here you can see different animals. And these are different plants. You can pause the video and you can have a look. Okay. So my dear students, छांगा मांगा की एक और मैं आपको बहुत ख़ास बात बताती हूँ कि छांगा मांगा के बीच में से यानी कि फॉरेस्ट के बीच में से उन्होंने एक रेलवे ट्रैक बिछाया है जिसके ऊपर से ट्रेन गुजरती है और जो भी लोग छांगा मांगा को विजिट करते हैं दे कैन हैव अ टूर ऑफ द फॉरेस्ट बाय जस्ट सिटिंग इन द ट्रेन. सो हाउ इंटरेस्टिंग और बहुत ही खूबसूरत जगह है छांगा मांगा बिकॉज इट्स नेचुरल. So do plan a visit of Changa manga and you can also take pictures and paste them in your scrapbook. Now we will move forward towards your worksheet, worksheet number 4. First you have to write down your name and your class at the top. Then my dear students, help me find my habitat. Here on this side you can see different habitats. Directions are given to you. Number one, carefully look at the pictures in the column A and name the habitat. So this is column A, ये पूरा column A है और इसमें आपको different pictures नज़र आ रही हैं. आपको इन habitats के name जो है वो आपको बताने हैं. This is, let me do the first one for you. This is desert habitat. इसी तरह name the rest of the habitats. Now on the column B, there are different animals and plants given. You have to categorize them in front of the correct habitat. Let me do the first one for you. Camel and cactus. They belong to desert habitat. So they will come here. So this is how it will be done. So you can pause the video and you can complete the worksheet. This worksheet will be provided to you by your teacher in print form. I hope you have finished the worksheet. Now we will move forward for the evaluation. So it is given on page number 85. I will assess you from the listening and speaking questions. So here are the questions. Can we call a park a forest or not? ठीक है, एक park को हम forest कह सकते हैं, yes or no? Yes, because पार्क्स जो होते हैं वो मैन मेड होते हैं. सो आपके दिमाग में जो बात आती है वो ये आती है कि फॉरेस्ट जो होता है मे बी इट्स ऑल नेचुरल, वो खुद ब खुद ग्रो करता है. नो, जैसे कि छांगा मांगा है, इट इज अ पार्क एंड ऑल्सो अ फॉरेस्ट. ठीक है, तो पार्क्स कैन बी फॉरेस्ट. सो नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज वाई और वाई नॉट? Because where there is a lot of variety of plants, trees, huge trees, and a lot of variety of different animals live there, that is called a forest. Then comes name some of the animals and plants living in seas. अब आपको कुछ animals और plants के नाम लेने हैं जो कि sea habitat में रहते हैं. Sea habitat. Kelps, mangroves are the plants, and name some animals. Octopus, whales, sharks. Very good. Now name some of the plants and animals living in rivers. Now we are talking about river habitat. So some animals, trout, salmon. Very good. Now the plants that grow over there, river grass. That is a river plant. And now, my dear students, we will move forward towards your homework, which is given on page number 85. Home activity number 4. Find out the forest present in Pakistan. Make a list of forest and their province and list the unique features of forest habitat. ठीक है, आपको सर्च करना है गूगल पे. You can easily search it out कि पाकिस्तान में कौन कौन से फॉरेस्ट हैं, उनके नाम लिखने हैं और वो कौन कौन से प्रोविंस में हैं. ठीक है, और फिर आपको फॉरेस्ट के जो स्पेशल फीचर्स हैं उनके बारे में भी लिखना है, लिस्ट डाउन करना है आपको. You can use your notebook for this purpose. Now we have already done the first part of this activity. I have shown you the map of the Pakistan and the 5 rivers flowing through it. Now make your album. Collect pictures of different habitats, the animals and plants present in each habitat. Paste these pictures on a chart paper and label them properly. Display the chart in your classroom. So my dear students, आपको 4 habitats हमने discuss किए हैं. आपको उनके animals और plants की pictures collect करनी है जो उन habitats में रहती हैं. उनको उनके, जैसे अभी हमने worksheet में किया था, आपको उस habitat के आगे उस habitat के inhabitants की pictures paste करनी है. Make a colorful chart and then present it in your class. And then home activity number 5. Why are rivers and seas called habitats? Answer with examples from both of the water bodies. ठीक है, aquatic habitat को habitat क्यों कहा जाता है? First of all, answer this. Because different living things live there. They provide home and food and shelter to different living organisms. That's why it is called a habitat. Now give examples कि कैसे जो है, कौन कौन से जो है वो plants और animals जो है वो दोनों water bodies में रहते हैं, rivers में भी और seas में भी. ठीक है, so you have to write it down in your notebook. So my dear students, this will be your homework. Now we will move forward towards the wrap up. Forests are characterized by rich plantation and diversity of animals. Whales, sharks, kelps, etc. are inhabitants of sea. ठीक है, forest habitat जो है वहाँ पर बहुत ज़्यादा animals और plants होते हैं. Whereas in sea habitat you can find whales, sharks, kelps and etc. etc. And in rivers, salmon and trout are representative animals. Rivers में यानी कि fresh water में salmon होता है as an animal, fish का नाम है ये, और trout जो है that is also a fish. Water, sunlight, temperature, soil and air are necessary environmental factors in a habitat. एक habitat को बनाने के लिए पानी, हवा, सूरज की रोशनी, मिट्टी, इन सब environmental factors का होना बहुत ज़रूरी है. और ये इनकी variety और इनके अंदर जो difference है वो एक habitat को जो है दूसरे habitat से different बनाता है. So my dear students, I hope you have enjoyed the pictorial tour and you have learned a lot of things from today's habitats. Keep everybody around you safe. Have a good day and Allah Hafiz.